Hello, welcome back. Today I'm excited. We are going to write our first Python code. Last time we created a file, we called it introduction.py, and we are going to add some code within it. Now I want you to write exactly what I'm writing. Print and then brackets and quotes, hello world, and then save this file. Yeah, so what is this? This is a Python statement. Print, and it's going to take some input from you. In this case, we have passed this hello world, not the codes right around the hello world. And then what this does, it's basically going to print on the console the same statement that we have passed into print statement. So we are going to run this file. To run this, we are going to click on this button on the upper right corner of Studio Code. And yes, something has happened. If you have noticed, down here we have this small window, and there's a bunch of things, but we can notice something /bin python3, and then this bunch of text. And if you clearly check here, you can see one introduction.py, which is the name of our file. So basically we are calling python3 program. Remember, we installed python3, and we are passing the path to our file. We are basically telling Python, hey Python, run this file. And below that we have this output hello world, which is what we just wrote here. So let's try again, maybe add another line. Print, you can even add some space, it doesn't matter. Print, what are we learning? Okay, and then save the file, and then run it again. Now the same thing has happened, but if you notice, now we have two lines on the console, right? Try another one, try a bunch of things, maybe print 1 + 1, then save the file, shortcut Control S, and then run the file. Now if you notice, we have hello world, what are we learning, and we have 2. Wow. So if you notice, these outputs are just the same as the way we have written them. So we have hello world first, then what are we learning, and print 1 + 1, which equals to what? Which equals to 2. So this tells you something about Python code, that these lines are executed one after another, right? So in case we had an error while executing this first line, then the following 2 lines would have not been executed. You can try a bunch of other things. Maybe let's say print something like true, save the file, then run it again. Yes, I know you have questions like, why do we have codes around here, now we don't have codes here, now we don't have codes here. I will tell you more about that. But yes, we have managed to write our first program, and we have printed a bunch of statements. You can even delete them and try messing around with it. So just try, don't put the codes, but write what? Put some string like a sentence. I am learning Python. So you can even notice that the name of file has changed. And if you put your cursor here, you can see that this one was not closed. So the reason here is that we are missing the quotes around this sentence. Now if you run this, you can see, yes, I am learning Python. So for those who are asking, like, so what is this? In Windows we have CMD, and we also have a PowerShell. In Linux and Linux-based machine like Ubuntu, and in Mac OS, we have this terminal. So what is terminal? Terminal, use terminal to interact with your computer, but through commands. There is no clicking, there is no whatever. Here you are going to write commands. So for example, I'll teach you one command. it's called ls. So ls basically means list whatever that is inside this file, inside this folder, right? And you can see a bunch of things like crossroad. At crossroad means, so this first crossroad, this is the username that I've logged in into this machine, and crossroad mint, this is basically what, this is the name of this machine. This is the name that I gave to my machine while I was installing my operating system. Now, so here ls, we have listed a bunch of folders, but where are these folders? There is another command called pwd, like print working directory, which tells you like right now where are you. Okay, so if you write pwd here, you have /home/crossroad. So this is a slash, this is the root of your hard drive, and then this is a folder called home. This is where the directories for all users stay, and since we have logged in as crossroad, we are inside the folder called crossroad. So within crossroad folder, it's actually where we have this content. For example, let's say we want to move into the desktop, right? You are going to use cd command. Cd is a change directory. Cd, then we are changing our directory into desktop. So I'll write desktop. Desktop. Okay, it doesn't say anything, but if you notice, now we have desktop here. Okay, we have changed our directory from home, from crossroad to desktop. If you write pwd, now you see that we are inside home, crossroad, desktop. We have a clear command that is going to wipe everything on your terminal. So to make this simple, so I'm going to let's put it side by side. Here we have our normal navigation, and right now I've opened the desktop folder, and I have these files: content, papers, project, Python programming, Microsoft, whatever. In here we are also in the desktop. If I run ls, so it shows me the same content. So in case I want to open this folder called papers, here I'll just click it, and then it shows me what is here. But in my terminal, I'll write ls first, just check what is the content of the desktop. Now I want to move into into papers, so I'll use the command cd papers. These file names, folder names are case sensitive, so you need to write it as it appears, right? And then if you print enter and then list files, you can see, okay, we have NIST-IARA, which is actually this file. So in normal navigation, if I want to go back one step, I'll just use this arrow to go back, and you can see now I am seeing the content of the desktop. Here I can use cd ... This means take me back by one folder. Okay, we were inside papers, now we want to move back inside the desktop. When I run this pwd, this shows me that now, okay, I am inside the desktop. Okay, now let's see where do we have our file. Our file, that python introduction.py, it is inside python programming introduction.py. So let's locate this here. First clear the content of this terminal, then ls, we said it is inside python programming, so I'll say cd python programming. Then I'm going to check what is inside this folder. We have another folder, introduction. Then I'm going to enter this folder, introduction. Yes, I just use tab. It helps you to complete this folder and file names. Now if I list here, I can see, okay, I actually have one introduction.py. Okay, now this is the file that we are having here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run this program manually instead of using this button that we are using to run our code. Since I'm already inside this folder and I can see the file here, I'll just write Python 3. Remember we installed Python 3? Yes. So I'm calling Python 3 program, and to this Python 3 command, I'm going to pass this file name 1_intro, then just use tab. Yes. Then press enter. You can see the output. I am learning Python. So this is fun, guys. You can notice that I just said Python 3, and then I just passed the name of the file. And if you recall, they had said /bin /python3, and then 1.introduction.py. Yes, so it's basically the same thing. We are using, in this case, we are using the absolute path of this, where this executable is. So it is in the root folder bin Python 3, but while installing Python, there is this concept of environmental variables, which was set, so your environment knows where to find Python. Okay. So yes, if you are tired of using this run Python file, you can just run it manually. Come to your terminal and then locate where the file is, and then you can just run Python 3 1 file name production.py. Yes, we have the same output. Let's do some modification here. Add another line. Let's say print Python programming school. Save the file, Control S, then come back to our terminal here. We can use up arrow to list those commands that you have previously run. So I'll just, let me just write it again for you. The file name is 1:introduction.py. Run this file. Now you can see we have another line Python programming. Yes, cool. Let's add another one here. Print command line is fun and easy to use. Save the file, then come back to your terminal. Up arrow. Yes, we have these lines printing as we have written them. And then life won't always be as simple as it looks here. Sometimes you will make mistakes and you won't have the same output that you are seeing before. So let me add some, just make some error after this one. 1 2 3. So this one won't run. There are reasons for that. You can see this 1 2 3 is outside these codes, so Python won't really understand that. So let's try and execute that file. Python 3 1:introduction.py. Okay, now you can see we have this is boring, right? Yeah, it's telling you file what it actually tells you line 1. So it tells you in line 1 it actually shows this one, which is what we have in line 1 here. Syntax errors, invalid syntax, perhaps you forgot a what? You forgot a comma. So it's trying to figure out maybe what were you trying to do. But this is how we do debugging, right? You can just check line 1, just check here. Perhaps you forgot a comma. So the reason is this one, this code. To solve this, maybe add a comma here. This could solve this one. Now it's printing two things. This one will work. Let me clear my terminal, then run this again. Okay, now it works. Or I could remove this one and put this code will contain everything that we have written. Then back to the terminal, just clear the content here, right? Clear, and then Python, just use up arrow, recall that one. Yes, it is all right. For those who are using Windows, commands are a bit different. I know we have cd in Windows to change the directory, to enter into a directory. We also have cd cha for going one directory upwards, right? And then for listing files in Windows, we don't have ls, unless if you are using PowerShell, that is okay. These commands, most of them work in PowerShell. But in Windows, you are going to use dir. This won't work here, but it actually works. So dir works, like it shows the content of the folder. So if I want to see like what exactly is inside this this file in my terminal, there is a command called cat. Okay, then pass the name of the file, cat, yes. Okay, this will just show you what we had inside our file. So in the terminal, you can do a lot of things. You can modify files. Yes, you can basically do anything that you can do using GUI by using your mouse, clicking and whatever. This one. In Windows, we do not have cat. I think we have type. Okay, I think it works here. Type, then pass one, the file name, introduction.py, ls type one. This does not work. So in Windows, if you want to see the content of a file, you will just use type, then the name of the file. But this does not work in Linux. Py, you see. So py is it's not found, whatever. So it does not work. So back to programming. Studio Code has a terminal embedded within it. Okay. This one. So we can close this one. To open it, we have this menu, the menu terminal, new terminal. So it opens, but this one will open in the directory that we have, the folder that we have opened. Remember, we opened the Python programming. So the context of this terminal right now is the desktop Python programming. If you list here, you will see this folder here, which within it we have our file. So to run this, you can just say move first into this folder. Okay, if you list here, you can see this one, then write Python 3.1 introduction.py. Yeah, or let's move one directory upwards. Okay, pwd, where are we? We are inside this Python programming directory. So if you list, we have introduction, but we know that within introduction we have this folder. So I can just say Python. I will start from say introduction. Introduction is a folder, then within it we are going to pass the file name. So we are calling this one, it's Python 3. This would have failed. Python 3 introduction. So we are passing the name of the file, but starting from the folder that contains it, right? Yes, if you run this, it works the same. So this is Python programming. This is the basics. This is where everyone starts, and I hope you have enjoyed it. You have run your first program and you have had some basics on how to execute these programs manually or using Studio Code's run button here. So yes, this is how it starts. It's going to get exciting more as we dive deeper. So thank you, and let's see each other in the coming video.